The elderly farmer sat quietly on the hard wooden bench near the corner of the bank lobby. His clothes were simple, faded from years of labor in the fields, and his rough hands gripped a small envelope filled with paperwork he had carefully prepared. He had arrived early, before the bank even opened, because today mattered. Today was about securing a loan to save his farm. But as the minutes turned into hours, he was overlooked again and again. Younger customers in suits were ushered in before him. Bank employees walked past without a glance. And the manager, a sharply dressed woman with a polished smile, kept insisting, "Please wait a little longer, sir. We'll get to you soon." 2 hours passed. The farmer's back ached, yet he said nothing. His patience and dignity made him stand out, even in the neglect. Finally, the manager called him in, her tone clipped, her eyes glancing at the clock more than at his face. "Yes, what can we do for you today?" she asked, almost dismissively. Before the farmer could even explain, the sound of heavy footsteps echoed through the lobby. A group of people entered, well-dressed men and women, exuding authority. The staff straightened instantly. The manager's smile grew wider as she hurried to greet them. These were the bank's board members. But instead of heading toward her, they stopped in front of the elderly farmer. To everyone's shock, one of the board members shook his hand warmly. Another clapped him on the shoulder. "It's so good to see you again," one said with genuine respect. The manager froze, her face draining of color. The farmer, humble as always, simply nodded. "I just came to talk about a small loan," he murmured. The board members exchanged looks and then turned to the stunned manager. One of them spoke firmly. "This man isn't just a customer. He's one of the oldest and most respected landowners in the region. And if it weren't for farmers like him, none of us would be sitting here today." The room fell silent. Every employee, every customer, even the manager stood still, realizing what had just unfolded. The farmer shifted slightly in his chair, still quiet, still patient. But in that moment, the power in the room had changed completely. All eyes were on him, and the manager's carefully built authority crumbled in an instant.